Sportsman's Adventures is presented by Yamaha.
Hey, welcome to Sportsman's Adventures. And this week, it's gonna be drag screaming, line peeling, rod busting. You can't imagine what's gonna happen this week out of Big Pine Key. Go, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Only a mama could love that mouth. Bringing home the snappers. That's what Florida is famous for.
This week on Sportsman's Adventures, we head back to the fabulous Florida Keys to meet up with Captain Chris Trosset and Allie Hobson in the Contender 32 ST. Rick and the crew are going to find out if they can get the bite going in Big Pine Key, just like they did in Key West.
We got a little slick going out the back here, and saw a few of the fish get pretty close there. I think you got a pretty big yellowtail on. We call them flags when they get to be this size.
Wow. Allie, look.
Oh.
Dang! No, that's what, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Look at him. Look, the longer he stays out of the water, look at that pink coral color. And look at the
Big, long
width
tail
of that
there.
tail. Look, the tail is wider than my hands. Now, what's that fish weigh? 3 pounds? You got one on
2.5,
Allie?
3
Allie's
pounds
got him on.
There he is.
Got a nice one. That's 2.5, 3 pounds there. We'll get them, when you get out deeper on the reef here, you'll get them up to 5, 6 pounds.
The diversity
Look at
of
that one. Wow.
the southern part of the Florida Keys. It's just, you guys have just epic fishing.
We have it all, and it's year-round too. It's constantly changing. Every other month there's something new showing up, something else that's leaving.
So-
These are really year-round. We can yellowtail any month of the year, and it's good. They live on the reef. They don't leave.
Doing somersaults.
You know what? It isn't good to be a pilchard today.
Look how big they are. Goodness.
We have all the yellowtail on them.
Wow.
Those are all big ones too.
Oh, wow.
You can see their tails
Yeah.
when they eat. You can see their tails sticking up in the water. It's just amazing, the ball of fish that you can see out there blowing up pilchards. Got big giant crevalles in there. I mean, the Florida Keys are just alive with fish.
All about action here. Got a little bite developing here.
Yeah, man, I like it.
And the great thing about this is, with all this action we're making on the yellowtail, they start biting. Everything else is going to come check us out. So we'll put a grouper rod down here in a little bit. You know, you never know what's going to swim up to your boat out
Wow, Chris, look at the size of this one.
That's a
Allie,
nice one.
stick it in the rod holder there. There you go.
there. Take a good look on the big ones too, and just make sure he's hooked well.
Yeah.
His little hooks will pull out sometimes.
Nice, Allie.
That's a big one.
That is a big one. Golly, Allie. He's gonna turn pink. He's gonna match your shirt here before long. Is the hook, did he swallow the hook?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna close my bail. I'm gonna catch this one while you're taking
you
that
go.
one off the hook. You know, Chris, I just don't understand why it takes so long to fill up the cooler around here with these nice snappers.
I think we're going to make short work of that today.
Uh-oh, this could be
This could be.
a monster. Uh-oh, look at this dude.
That's a big boy.
That's a big one.
Uh-oh, I got another line.
Oh, we're wrapped up.
I got another line.
Allie's trying to sabotage.
Am I? Oh, is it me? Oh, man.
Man, look at that yellowtail. Allie,
Sorry. Does that count as like?
I think you got
Us
in
both
my
catching
highway.
it?
Yeah, you got it. Pull that tight for a second.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna make this your
There we
line
go.
come off of here real easy. Just keep that from sticking myself in the leg. Oh. I like it. I like
It's
it.
definitely a dual effort on that one.
Hey,
Count
man.
that as one of mine.
No, you did great. Don't worry about it. Man, that's something. I don't think I ever remember having to take and put a yellowtail against my body to hold on to him because my hand
They
wasn't
are
big
big
enough
here.
to
Look
go
at that.
around.
Oh my gosh.
That's yellowtail worth catching.
Yeah.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Rapala. Catch the latest at Rapala.com. Costa Sunglasses. See what's out there. Okuma. There's no stopping Okuma. VMC, your expert in hooks. Williamson Lures. For the pelagic playground. Ameritrail. Building trailers for over 30 years. Soft Science. Supreme Comfort Footwear. And StarTron. Cures and prevents ethanol fuel problems.
At Yamaha, reliability is a family tradition. Meet the next generation. 4 new advanced technology-inspired inline 4-cylinder performers. Bred from the reliability and boater satisfaction that is part of Yamaha's DNA. They prove that when power gets lighter, faster, stronger, and smarter, boating gets even better. And more satisfying for boaters like you.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore. Kick your gas into gear with StarTron. Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Cure the problems of ethanol with the power of enzymes. And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
We've made our name helping anglers unlock the water's hidden secrets. Hit the switch. It's time to reveal even more. AutoChart Live gives you the power to build your own high-definition maps anywhere in the world in real time. Because when you know the unknown, you can do the unheard of. AutoChart Live. Only from Humminbird.
It's one of the most ancient forms of hide and seek known to man. And nobody knows how to play the fishing game better than the backcountry guides and offshore captains of the Florida Keys and Key West. Ready or not, here we come.
Thanks for watching Sportsman's Adventures. You can catch all the latest happenings, contests, and appearances by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter and Instagram. You never have to miss a show. And you can also find episodes of Sportsman's Adventures plus other techniques and tips on our YouTube channel. Also, if there's a product that we use during the show and you'd like to know more information on, you can find links to our sponsors by heading over to sportsmansadventures.com. All right, so let's talk a little. I see a lot of chum going in the water. Is there a specific chum bag size that you like?
For this yellowtail, and normally we'll have bigger hold bags. You can see on that bag, it's got some big holes on it.
Right.
You know, it lets a lot of big pieces out. Use more of the coarse ground stuff,
Right.
not the double ground for yellowtail. Just so there's bigger chunks, bigger pieces for them to eat.
So if a guy's coming down here and he's gonna be catching, his success to catching a big yellowtail, wow, look at this one, nice. What would you say is the biggest mistake that we make when we're out here fishing?
Well, if you want the big ones, you gotta get deeper, that's for sure.
Chum heavily.
Not necessarily heavily for the bigger fish. The bigger fish, they, you know, you just need to get where they're at. To get numbers and smaller fish, you know, put a lot of chum out. Here's a bite on the big rod.
Got a bite on the big rod. Get him, Chris. Get him, Chris. Get him, Chris. That's the way I like to be interrupted. Come on, baby. Put the meat to him. Don't let him get you, Chris. Don't let him get you. I'm counting on that one. Atta boy. Short pump. He's got him coming up. That's what I did. Hey. Keep it going, Chris.
That's
He
the
done
man
let
right
you
there.
off, boy. Oh no. Going the wrong way. Come on, Chris. Atta boy. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Come on, big boy. I love it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly how you put the meat and the potatoes. Oh, oh. Don't let the potatoes go. Oh, oh. You're going the wrong way. Oh, Chris. Come on. Get him, Chris. There's sharp. You can bump that up if you want. Push past the stop. Or you like palming the spool. Now that's the other thing. Look how he's adding drag by pushing down the finger on the grip. You see that, guys? That's how you add a lot of drag without having to adjust the reel. And the key is, look at how he keeps that rod short pumps. Once the rod goes above the horizon, a big stout rod like that, it's not doing any good because the bend of the rod is being now put in the tip instead of the fat part of the rod. Great job, Chris. I can't wait to see what we got here.
I'm pretty large.
Yeah, man. You're doing a heck of a job on pulling on that fish. You can't let, if you're gonna catch a monster fish, guys, now remember, we're using a 2 or 3 pound bait. Oh, that's a big grouper. Where's the gaff, man? Where's the gaff?
Donkey.
Is it a donkey?
Dang.
Oh, a reef donkey. Y'all, if you're not sure what a reef donkey is, you're getting ready to see. That is a 50-pound AJ, you'd say? Or bigger?
Pretty close to 50.
Nice. Chris, woo, way to put the meat
woke me up.
on him, man. Hey, that's how you put, that's how you do it, guys, right there. Look at the size of that fish. Nice. Hey,
Got me a big old bonita.
is that what you got, Allie?
Yeah.
Hey, way to put the meat on him, man. You
Get a
know,
little thumb burn.
in order to catch a big grouper, keep him out of the rocks, you have to put the hammer down.
Can't go soft on him, that's for sure.
All right, I got it. You take a risk. Job well done, my man.
Thank you.
Job well done. Whew.
Off he goes.
Do you want this for chunk or?
Yeah, we'll save him for chunk. Whew.
Allie back there catching bonitas.
All right.
Good job.
Thanks.
A great bait for catching wahoos, for catching yellowtails, for catching snappers, for catching tunas. You just cut this up in little tiny chunks and keep the chum going. This becomes your chum.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Contender Boats, performance through innovation. FWC, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Cletus Cubs, tie one on. Maverick Boat Group, makers of premium boat brands Maverick, Hughes, and Pathfinder. The American Fishing Tackle Company, precision tackle and performance clothing since 1958. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. Suffix, the world's most hardcore fishing line. And Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
You know there's more to it than luck. There's fishing the right bait, the water temperature, the wind, the season, and then there's the boat. We'll put it simply, the boat matters. To own a Contender is to own the best sport fishing boat on the market, period. Contender offers the most comprehensive model range with bigger, faster, and more fuel-efficient boats than the competition. There's only one choice for serious anglers. Contender Boats. Performance through innovation.
Shallow wrap shad's a jerkbait with a secret move. When you pause, the lure slowly rises. I tell you, man, it makes fish come unglued.
Introducing Helmmaster, Yamaha's first fully integrated digital boat control system. With Helmmaster, you can start your outboards with a swipe of a paw and control them with a single lever. Outboard trim and steering friction adjust automatically as you accelerate and decelerate. Adjust engine speed with the touch of a button. The Helmmaster joystick provides the means to navigate and dock precisely with confidence and ease. Take control of your next vessel with Helmmaster at your command.
As close as you're gonna get to a sure thing for catching billfish is Casa Vieja Lodge.
They're here, man. This has been a 20-year run, buddy. These things haven't left, there's no cycle.
When it comes to sail fishing, this is the real deal.
The amount of sailfish here is ridiculous.
Today's Costa Cool Place and Moment is about the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary, which is celebrating its 25th year of protecting the 2,900 nautical miles of waters that surround the island chain. The sanctuary boundaries stretch from Biscayne National Park near Miami to the Dried Tortugas 70 miles west of Key West. The sanctuary encompasses the Florida Keys Wreck Track that features 9 ships, including the Hoyt Vandenberg off of Key West and the USS Spiegel Grove off of Key Largo. They are the second and the third largest vessels in the world to be intentionally sunk as artificial reefs. The Keys waters also are internationally renowned for fishing destination for deep sea angling in the Atlantic Ocean, also the backcountry of Florida Bay, and even bridge fishing off of the old railroad bridges that parallel the Florida Keys Overseas Highway. More saltwater world records have been established in the Keys than any other angling destination on the globe, and that's why the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary is today's Costa Cool Place and Moment. We're using the same rods that we use for red fishing alley. It has 832 suffix. In your case, you're using the Samar Okuma with a Shadow Stalker rod, which is a heavy action rod. And then I'm using the Helios here. The key is we're using a little tiny hook, and we're burying that hook. Look, I'm getting a bite right here. Look at this line running off. I'm gonna just close my bail and start reeling. Look, every single time you'll hook them. The key is that you have to keep that, oh, he came off. We're using mahua. Now this mahua is a little silver-sided fish. We're putting 3 of those on our line. Now Chris has one on. So Allie has one on, Chris has one on, I had one on. And the key is you have to keep it flowing. And you have to have a little stealthiness to it. We went down to 20-pound Suffix Invisalign with that little baby VMC circle hook. That's the key. They can't see it. Look at this fish that Chris got here, right here. Nice, Chris. You can tell they're really liking our chum. Look how fat and thick they are because they've been eating all the chum. Chris, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of people at home crying because they're not here with us. What happened to yours, Allie?
I think it got picked up by something a little bit bigger.
Oh, he got upgraded.
Took him down into the bottom.
Oh boy.
He gone.
He gone. So again, it's kind of a stealthy approach, light, and you gotta keep the line running off. And the way I like to measure it when I'm looking at the line laying on the water is I want it to not be tight whatsoever. It has to have a little bit of slack. And when I get the bite, my hand's right here close by, I'm just gonna close the bail. It's really that simple. So Allie, think about what you've learned today with this yellowtail. How important it is to continue that process. There can be no, that chum has to drift, or your bait has to drift exactly at the same speed of the chum that's going out of the chum bag.
They're smart. They know exactly what's going on.
And as soon as it stops or it starts going against the current or it slows down, they know.
Yep.
Keep it coming. I got you.
Come on.
All right, lift him up there. Oh. Oh.
There he
nice.
is. There he
Good job, Allie.
Right. It's a pretty one there.
Yeah, you did good. Now, Chris, you're a guy who catches a lot of fish. You have a lot of clients that actually want to take fish home.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think's the best way to preserve this yellowtail if you can't eat him fresh? You're gonna put him in the freezer. What do you think's the best way to do that?
Best thing to do first off
that's
is
a big one.
keep him cold the whole time, from when you catch him to when you fillet him. After you fillet him, get him back on ice, get him cold.
Right.
And definitely vacuum seal it.
Yeah. Nice one.
Vacuum seal the fillets in small portions, just enough that you're gonna eat, you know, each serving. And you know, it packs a little better that way.
I'm gonna show you too a cool thing. When we get in, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. Ziploc now makes a Ziploc bag, then up in the upper right-hand corner, it has a round port.
Okay.
And they sell it with a little pump. You put that pump on there, and it sucks all the air, vacuum seals it for you. You don't have to have any special fandangle machine or anything like that. We're gonna do this because we got lots of people that want fish. Oh, I got one on now, Allie.
Go.
What you got?
Oh, mama.
Look at that one. Watch that hook.
Dang! Look at that yellowtail!
Holy.
That's the flag we're after.
There he
is.
4.5.
Allie!
We're using bigger chunks from now on.
Big fish, guys. Big bait.
Big bait, big fish. Right there. Get him.
I think mine just got eaten by somebody, or I'm in the line or something. Wow.
He is a fatty. Look at him.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
got a fish on here, Bo. Got a fish on here. Chris,
Still there.
he broke the rod. He bent the rod over double. I think I just got eaten by somebody too. Oh, I just got cut off. Chaotic.
I still got this one.
Big Pine Key, it's going crazy. Rod's blowing up, reel screaming, 4-pound yellowtails going in the box. What's a man gonna do in the Florida Keys other than enjoy all this chaos?
That's awesome.
Hey, you know, you're fishing with an Irish rod now, Buck.
Yeah.
Little shorty.
Little short stick.
Yeah, man, short stick. I love it. I wonder what we got here. Get this out of the way. Get this one out of the way. Man, that rod, I went to grab it. I had a fish on mine, and the rod bent double. And as you know,
It went right back the other way. That ain't gonna work.
It doesn't work when it bends double. It bent straight down, and then he turned and started running towards the bow. I love it.
Look at that.
Plus, you know, the other thing too, Chris, is when you're using 40-pound braid, something's gonna give. You know?
Not gonna be my knot, I know that.
Yeah.
No. But something's gotta give when it's all bent the wrong way.
Got a big old African on me.
What is it?
I think an African pompano.
All right.
Yeah.
African pompano on the Irish rod. I love it. So cool.
That is
So cool.
Wow.
Take your time. Take your time. Doing good.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Good job,
That's a
buddy.
nice fish.
Good job, Chris.
These are
You know,
always a treat.
That's the thing that people also need to recognize too, Chris, is even though we broke the rod, the thing is you can still catch the fish.
Don't panic. Keep fighting the fish how you would.
Exactly.
Don't yank back right
Yeah,
away.
yeah. Don't get all pissed off and cut it off. You can still have a chance to catch them.
Worst story I've had with that, we had a big bull dolphin on fly, 20-pound tippet, 50+ pounds. The rod broke. The fish was 10 feet under the boat. And the guy panicked and lifted back up and broke the tippet off. 2 more circles, we would have had him. That fish was a record all day.
This guy's circling now.
That's a nice
This
African.
is a big African. There we go. There we go.
That's a nice treat.
That is a nice treat. Oh, come here, buddy. One fish that you can grab by the lip like a bass.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know
How
that.
about that?
No
I mean,
kidding.
he's got a little bit like a snook, a little rough, a little rougher than normal, but
That is a
it's not
beautiful
any
fish.
bad teeth, you know?
He ain't gonna cut you.
No, and
It's
he
actually
can't.
back here is sharper.
Very.
That right there. That'll
That's
slice
the
you
same
right.
as the Jack Crevalle.
His eyes, like copper color, it's beautiful. No, the colors.
The color on him is just
Yeah,
magnificent. That
iridescent looking,
iridescent right
yep.
there. One of my favorite fish down here, without a doubt.
Let me get it.
Hey, way to stick in there, man.
Hey, we got him. Half a rod, that works.
You know, it's like having to ride the short bus to school, but we still caught him. You know, I love it.
There's nothing like an afternoon yellowtail bite in Big Pine Key. And with just a short 6-mile run to the reefs, it makes it just that much easier to have a great sportsman's adventure. Keep up with the latest Sportsman's Adventures news and events by logging into our website at sportsmansadventures.com and following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
The fall time means giant redfish in the Gulf of Mexico. But if you want to know exactly who I'm doing this with and where, you gotta stay tuned.